Finish him. What's he doing to me? Sandstorm wins. Friendship. What? When are we doing this again? Hello everybody, Sparkster1701 here. We're taking a look at the next figure in our lineup. For Legacy exclusives, this is the Predacon Sandstorm. Now, of course, Sandstorm is a popular name among the Transformer line, as Sandstorm was used as a Generation 1 Autobot triple changer. And I believe Sandstorm was also used as a G.I. Joe character. But at any rate, now he is returned as a Predacon. Which in this case, since he's not one of the orange and black Predacons from Generation 1, he is an evil beast. And of course, I want to give a good shout out to my latest friend Crasher here on YouTube. I know she likes insects as well, so I hope you'll enjoy this video as well. For those of you who have been around a little bit, you'll recognize that Sandstorm here is basically a repaint and retool of Scorponok from the Kingdom line. Besides the change in colors, they at least took the time to retool his head. So at least they did that much for us. But again, he reeks of Hasbro cheapness. But not too much cheapness. You get to buy him at Wal Mart. He is an exclusive to Wal Mart stores. Unfortunately, Sandstorm didn't make a whole lot of appearances in the various media. More or less, it was relegated more to the comics, where he was apparently an undercover agent for some strange cult, and apparently, near the end of the war, he took over leading a very small faction of the Predacons. It's an interesting story there behind him. At any rate, let's take a look at Sandstorm's accessories, and since he's a retool of Scorponok, he has the same types of accessories, but in different colors. I guess first accessory here is this little insect missile. Of course, with the more natural looking colors, it kind of looks better in this version than what it did with Scorponok. And then, of course, we reach in here into the other claw, and we find that he has a set of purple missile warheads. These are alright. They're kind of chromy in color, so they will reflect light a little decently. They're not like the dark blood red ones that came with Scorponok. But either way, they're still very nice. At any rate, let's take a look at Scorponok's articulation, and he'll have the same articulation as Scorponok. We can turn his head from side to side. And he is on a bit of a ball joint, so his head can look up and down a bit. His arms can be raised out about so far. And you can rotate his arms at the shoulder all the way around. You may have to be careful with the scorpion legs. His arms can bend at the elbow at 90 degrees. And he does have a swivel at the bicep. So even though he doesn't have normal hands, he does have the G.I. Joe battle grip. There's also articulation at his wrist. You can rotate his claws at the wrist. Unfortunately, the way he's built, it's pretty difficult to get him to twist at the hip, but he can do it. It's just not going to be very effective. You can spread his legs apart in almost a full splits. Again, the scorpion kibble gets in the way. You can raise his leg up at the hip 90 degrees, and you can bend his leg at the knee greater than 90 degrees. Plus, he's also got a sideways hinge at his ankles. But I guess that's more for making him look like he's twisted his ankle than anything else. Alright, now we're going to transform Sandstorm. To do that, for starters, we got to turn him around to his backside. And we start unraveling his scorpion legs. First the large rear legs. And then the medium to the middle dual set of legs. And then lastly, the front legs. They're all independently jointed at the hip, so you can wiggle them around in a lot of directions. They also will pop off rather easily from that, so do be careful. Once you've done that, we'll turn him around to the front. You're going to bend his arms at the elbow 90 degrees. And then you'll rotate his hands, rotate his arms at the bicep. So it's kind of, it looks like, I don't know. We're going to raise his head up a little bit, because you're going to open his chest cavity. And then with that opened, you're going to partially stick his head in. His head is not going to go totally in, but you're mainly going to lower it in like so. Then once you've done that, you'll raise his arms at the shoulders so they go up and above his head. Just exactly like that. Then we're going to come down here to his lower body. Got to do this without popping his head free too much. Now his body should stretch out. Yep, there it goes. Stretches out like so. Because once we do that, we're going to give his waist a half twist, like that. Then we're going to come back up here up top real quick. So we're going to shift the tail back a bit so we can raise up the bit of his abdomen here, so that we can get out the scorpion head. Good thing I still got that thumbnail. Get the scorpion head out. And then we just bring this whole unit down. Like that. Then we can kind of adjust the scorpion legs outwards a little bit more, so they're kind of out of our way. But now we get back to his robot legs. The one that was originally the left leg, it'll be the one on... Yeah, let's get him the right way here. Alright, now we'll try it in a better sense. This bottom leg, this one here at the bottom, you're going to take it and you're going to turn just it at the thigh, like so. So there are points like that, and then you'll fold down the foot, like so. Then you'll come here to the upper leg. You're going to turn it in the same direction and fold it out in the same way. Now, once we've done that, And we're going to shift the scorpion's body a bit so that way the leg can go up and into the tail. This protrusion from the 1 foot will go right through this hole in the scorpion tail. Just exactly like that. And then, of course, once you've done that, so still encourage this to be semi on the open side. They want you to fold the one leg down at the knee so you can get it inside there. And then load it up to lay against the tail. Then we just adjust the legs a little bit. And the claws. And then there you have it, folks. Sandstorm becomes a semi-realistic colored scorpion. If you knew many scorpions, that became yellow, that became orange and purple. Come to think of it, Mortal Kombat hasn't colored a ninja in orange or purple. No, they did do a purple one. Purple Rain. At least Rain, named after the Prince song. Anyway, you can attach his weapons inside the claws, just like they were originally. The thing you gotta be weary of is that the claws do detach very easily on this figure, just like they did on Scorponok. So, unfortunately, another typical problem with Hasbro is they reissue toys that they know weren't the best designed to stay together. But a little effort, a little forced effort, and it's back in. Let's get his legs back down so it doesn't look like he's partying too weird. And there we have it, folks. You can get a good look at him. And of course we'll bring out Scorponok so you can get a good comparison of the two. And then now we get down to my thoughts. What do I think of Sandstorm? Well, I wasn't all that pleased or impressed with Scorponok when he came out. Sandstorm is not much better. Unfortunately, the small flaw but with their claws carried over, so they do break off rather easily. His transformation method, it is a little complex, so I definitely wouldn't recommend this for those that are short on patience. But overall, other than that, if you're a fan of scorpions, this may be the figure for you. But if you're happy with the Scorponok that you got back in Kingdom, then I guess you don't have a reason to be going to the Wal Mart. At any rate, that's my review of the Legacy version of Predacon Sandstorm. I hope you all enjoyed it. And remember, if you do like the content that's featured here on this channel, including my sidekick Larry, please do remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. We do appreciate the feedback here. This is Sparkster1701 saying I will catch you all later.